You've got one life, one chance to make this journey your own. But for most of us, we spend far too long dimming our light, hiding our dreams, and settling into roles that were never meant for us. We stay comfortable, blending into the expectations of others until we barely recognize ourselves today. I want to challenge you to break free from that cycle, to not just live, but to thrive. It's time to embrace the power that comes from showing up as the best version of you. The version that's authentic, bold, and unafraid. Let's get one thing straight. You can't become the best version of you if you're not willing to confront who you are right now. Who are you beyond the titles, beyond the roles, underneath the layers of expectation? What really drives you? Finding the answer means spending time with yourself, peeling back the layers of who you think you should be, and finally getting real about who you are. Imagine that person. Imagine the person who stands tall, who is unapologetic, and who is free from the opinions and judgments of others. Let that be the person you start becoming. To get there, you need to be honest with yourself about what truly brings you happiness, what lights you up, what leaves you fulfilled, and know that this person is worth the work. When you commit to being your best, you commit to growth, and growth is often uncomfortable. Growth requires you to change, to adapt, and to let go of the safety of what you've always known. Change means that some people may not recognize you, that some things you once loved no longer serve you. This change is hard, but it's also powerful. Don't resist it. Don't hold on to a version of yourself that feels like settling instead. Welcome change like a friend, because without it you can't reach that next level. Growth is always the goal, and real growth happens when you're willing to look at the hard truths, face your fears, and still move forward with purpose. Here's a heart truth. If you live your life by the standards of others, you will always fall short too often. We let people's opinions shape our limits. We play it safe to avoid criticism, staying small, because that's what feels comfortable. But remember, those limits aren't real. They're cage-built from other people's fears and insecurities. If you're going to be the best version of yourself, you have to tear down those walls. Let go of the need to please everyone. Let go of the idea that success means fitting a mold. You're not here to live up to someone else's expectations. You're here to shatter them, to break out of the box, and to create a path that's uniquely yours in a world filled with voices shouting for your attention. Your own voice often becomes the quietest, and you spend so much time valuing what others think of you that you forget the importance of your own opinion. But the person who is best positioned to know what's right for you was you, nobody else. So start prioritizing your own perspective. It doesn't mean you won't listen to others, but it means you'll value your voice above all others. You'll trust your intuition and respect your own decisions. Being the best version of yourself requires you to stand confidently in your beliefs, your dreams, and your values, or even when no one else understands them. You won't always feel motivated. Some days will be hard. Some moments will test you. But the best version of yourself doesn't give up at the first sign of difficulty. The best version of you knows that motivation is fleeting. But discipline, that's something you can count on. Discipline is what gets you up early, keeps you going late, and pushes you through when motivation has run out. Discipline is the quiet strength that gets you closer to your goals, step by step. So if you're going to be the best version of you, you need to cultivate discipline. Make it a habit to show up for yourself every day, even on the days when you'd rather quit. The best version of you is never done. You don't arrive, look around and say, that's it. I've made it. Growth is a continuous journey, and there's always more to discover, more to become. This isn't about dissatisfaction with where you are, but about a hunger to see how far you can go. Stay curious, stay hungry, stay committed to discovering new heights. Every time you think you've reached the peak, know there's another mountain to climb. Every time you achieve a goal, set a new one. This hunger, this drive for growth, is what keeps you moving forward, even when you've already come a long way. What does success mean to you? What does happiness mean to you? If you don't define these things for yourself, the world will try to do it for you. The world will set standards that push you in directions that aren't aligned with your purpose. Be clear about what you want, not what you think you should want, to find success, happiness, and fulfillment on your terms. When you live by your standards, you create a life that feels true, a life that you're proud of. And when you're proud of who you are, that's when you know you're on the path to becoming your best self. Not everyone